Hello Zebra Herd! In today's episode of Detective Pikachu Returns, what is causing the southern ruins to freeze over? We'll find out in Chapter 2, The Fabled Aurora. Let's get started. The next morning.
Hey.
Okay, today we're going to find out more about the Aurora drop, right? Yeah, Rachel said she'd introduce me to a professor from Ryme University. We've still got a little time before we're supposed to meet her at the High Hat Cafe though. Your family doesn't visit out often. Why don't you chat with them a bit before we head out? Yeah, I know, Pikachu. All right, so head out when you're ready. So I guess we'll take a look around, we'll catch up with a few people. Maybe I'll even talk to Pikachu a bit more. Aww.
Boy, I sure wish somebody would bring me some coffee.
Oh, we're heading to the cafe soon. You'll get coffee soon enough. And,
Oh,
hi. Oh, I see the newspaper's arrived. You subscribe to a newspaper, Tim? Yeah, it's Ryme City's daily paper. You never used to read the paper when you lived at home. What changed? Well, I'm a college student now. I thought I should read the newspaper at least. Well, aren't you mature? What are you doing, Tim? Try to look cool or something. I'm the one who suggested that you start getting the newspaper, you know. As a detective, it's important to be gathering information at all times. I'm sure there's a lot going on every day in a city as big as this one. Checking the newspaper regularly is a good idea. Your mom knows what she's talking about, Tim. The newspaper. Tim and Pikachu's activities will be reported in the newspaper the day after a case is solved. Try reading the newspaper on the table. So what are we waiting for? Let's read that newspaper. Okay, so it looks like we have a lot to read through, sure. So let's go ahead and take a look. Latest developments in the jewel theft case. Looks like they still haven't found the Aurora drop. Inspector Holiday and his team have been searching for the jewel in Cramorant, but there's been no progress on either front. Speaking of Cramorant, he was acting really weird then, wasn't he? According to the article, even Turner didn't know why he acted like that. So, Turner didn't order Cramorant to swallow the jewel and escape. Something's really fishy about this whole thing. Definitely is. Heroic Lillipup saves partner. Okay, so some of these are, I guess, are like a side quests. Heroic Lillipup saves partner.
Huh?
The article is about a woman who got injured inside her house and couldn't move. It says her Lillipup went outside and howled to alert the neighbors. Is this the same Lillipup we helped out? Oh, that's a sweet story. Hey, wait, look at this photo. Isn't that the woman we met yesterday? The one whose Lillipup ran off? Let me see. You're right, we met her in front of the dentist residence. Her Lillipup was a pretty shy little guy who preferred quiet places. Apparently he kept barking and howling until the neighbors finally noticed. I guess he gathered up all his courage to help his beloved partner. That's cute, so I'm glad that we were able to help him that way. Could Rabombi hold the secret to developing new medicines? Apparently a new medicine has been developed using Rabombi's pollen puffs. Makes sense. Rabombi makes a lot of different kinds of pollen puffs. I hear their pollen puffs have different effects based on the flowers that the nectar and pollen come from. I bet how they mix ingredients could be applied to human medicine too. I wonder what kind of pollen puffs that Rabombi was making yesterday. It might come up with something really surprising. But first, those little cutie fly need to learn how to gather nectar properly. Community excitement builds as soccer popularity booms. Looks like the community soccer clubs have gotten pretty popular lately. Apparently players can participate alongside their partner Pokemon. The article says the crowd goes wild at every match, watching the incredible power of Pokemon and their teamwork with their partners. It's getting rave reviews from both players and audience members. So that's why the boy yesterday was looking for a Pokemon to play soccer with. Do you think he and Reboot will make a good team? I'm sure they will. Don't you see how much fun they were having practicing together? So I guess we get little updates on everything that happens if we actually complete these side quests, so that's pretty cool. We also have a daily crossword. I wonder what today's crossword is like. It's surprisingly challenging, so I look forward to it every day. The crosswords are written by readers. Wow, I'm impressed by the people who can make these. Okay, Tim, let's fill it out. Let's see. This Pokemon catches prey with its long tongue. That'd be Lickitung. It's got the right number of letters and everything. This Pokemon uses its cute looks to put off your guard so it can steal from you. Meowth? No, not enough letters. Purloin then? This Pokemon always moves together in a well-coordinated group. Based on the squares we've already filled in, I'm guessing this has gotta be Phalanx. Hey Pikachu, I feel like we've heard these hints before. Yeah, you're right. This puzzle must have been created by the quiz professor. All right, interesting. So there's the daily paper read through. We also have some apples cut up here. This is an actual apple, right? Not an applin? It's just normal apple, but it sure is hard to tell them apart. All right, so let's go and talk to our mom over here.
Right.
Good morning, Mom. Did you sleep okay last night? Yes, just fine, thanks. You have classes today, don't you? I'm actually heading out for an important investigation this morning. Once you're on a case, it's all you can think about. Just like your father, good grief. Oh, Mom, I don't suppose you've heard from Dad at all? I certainly would have told you if I had. Yeah, that's true. Your wife sure loves you, Harry. Must be nice. All right, well,
Yep.
we'll talk to you too. Oh, what's going on here?
Hey, Tim. That Pikachu, he seems kinda odd, don't you think?
What do you mean?
He is, isn't he? I've never seen a Pikachu that drinks coffee before.
Not bad. You have a good eye for detail.
All right, well, I guess Pikachu appreciates it. We'll talk to her more in a moment. I wanna see what's on the TV. The morning news is about to start. Oh yeah? Anything interesting?
This is GNN News. Mayor Myers released a statement today expressing hope that the City Council would pass the Pokémon Friendship Bill. The mayor is planning to deliver a speech today to rally support for the bill from the citizens of Ryme City. Now, in other news, local detective Tim Goodman, along with his partner Pikachu, received medals from Mayor Myers in recognition of their service. These great detectives have solved many cases throughout Ryme City. Together, these two are a shining example of Ryme City's ideals, and we wish them well in their future endeavors.
Check it out. We're famous.
This is kind of embarrassing.
Cool, we made the news. It feels weird to be in the spotlight like this. They're saying good things about us. You're allowed to be pleased by that, Tim. Sounds like the mayor's gonna give a speech about the Pokemon Friendship Bill too. Mayor Myers is Rachel's father. I can't imagine what it's like having the mayor as your dad. All right, is there more for Sophia to say? Your Pikachu is so funny. Funny? Not cute? The way Sophia reacts to stuff is a bit different from everyone else. All right, well, I think we've caught up with everyone then. It doesn't seem like there's much else to do here unless I can chat with Pikachu again.
Irene's mac and cheese sure was delicious. I wonder when she'll make it again.
Do you think it'll trigger any more traumatic memories? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's get to the Hi Hat Cafe for now though. We should get going. While we're out, I wanna buy more coffee beans. Our supply's running low. Okay. Your usual dark roast, right? Anyway, we're heading out now. Bye, have a nice day. All right, well, it's good to see them. But it seems like we have plenty to do today throughout Ryme City. First, catching up with Rachel. You sure we were supposed to meet Rachel in front of the Hi Hat Cafe? Yeah, she should be here by now. I wonder what's keeping her. Please, Papa, just listen to me. That sounded like Rachel. Uh-oh.
Why don't you understand, Papa? Pokémon don't need to be managed. The people who use them to commit crimes are the real problem.
Rachel, no matter how many times we have this same conversation, I'm not going to change my mind.
You never listen!
Oh no. That was dramatic.
Tim.
Is everything okay? Let's just go inside.
Excuse me?
What were you and your dad talking about? The Pokemon Friendship Bill. Ah, they mentioned that on the news. Said it was a bill to help Pokemon or something. I happened to read the actual text of the bill in Papa's study the other day. The one phrase that kept popping up throughout the whole thing was to monitor and manage Pokemon. It's pretty much a friendship bill in name only. I can't believe he tried to deprive Pokemon of their freedom. Papa seriously changed. So you're against your father's bill? Pokemon should be able to live freely. They don't need to be managed. Even during the R incident, Pokemon were the victims. It was cruel people who were responsible. Sorry, this isn't what we're here to discuss. This is what you wanted to talk about yesterday, isn't it? I just wanted someone to listen to me. I'm glad I could talk to you about it, Tim. I'm always happy to lend an ear, but are you sure you don't need any other help? Yes, I'm fine now, really. Let's get to the topic of the day, the jewel. That's right, yesterday you said you could introduce me to a professor from Ryme University. Yes, Professor Gordon. He's the leading figure in the field of mineral archaeology. He researches the connections between minerals and ancient civilizations. I figured he could probably tell us something about the jewel. Right now though, he's conducting research at the southern ruins. We'll have to travel quite a ways to see him. Yeah, those ruins are pretty far from here. Fieldwork is a huge part of mineral archaeology. Once the professor sets out, he usually doesn't come back for several months. Sounds like we'd better go meet him there then. Yeah, who knows how long we'll be waiting if we just stay here. Okay, we better get going if we want to get there before sundown. Huh? You're coming too, Rachel? I mean, it's not like you actually know Professor Gordon. I'm the one taking his class. Besides, I think it'll be fun to help a great detective out with the case. Hey, this isn't all fun and games, you know. All right, well, I guess Rachel's joining us as we go and see the professor. And it's time for Chapter 2, The Fabled Aurora. In the southern ruins, whoa.
Huh? Why is it snowing?
Just what's going on here? Oh, it's freezing cold.
And it's just here in this specific area.
Huh. Is this some kind of weather anomaly? Even the poor little Pokemon in the background are shivering. So it's only snowing around the ruins. No way that's normal. For now, let's find the professor. He may be able to tell us something about all this. Good plan. The ruins are just up this hill. We should be able to find him there. Just up the hill? Okay, let's go, Tim. Sure, so go up the hills to the ruins. I guess first we'll talk to Rachel though. The ruins are just up the hill, but getting to them looks a little exhausting. Are you tired, Rachel? Please don't push yourself too hard. Don't worry, I'm fine. Go on ahead, I'll catch up to you soon. All right, so can we talk to Pikachu at all?
Hold on, got some dust on my hat. A great detective's gotta look good at all times.
All right. So I guess we're just heading over here. Oh, there's these big rocks too. Interesting. Whoa, we got a little Pokemon. Hi.
Hi.
Charjabug contracts bzz, and expands. What a strangely shaped Pokemon. Yeah, you don't see these in Ryme City. And oh, look at you, you're so cute. We got Rowlet, round eyes that look round and round. So adorable. This sure is a cute Pokemon. All right, well, I don't see too much else going on around here for now, but hi, who are you? This is Fossil Collector. Well, hello there.
Yes.
Hello, what are you up to all the way out here? I'm a fossil collector. I travel all over the world, searching for new additions to my collection. This is my partner, Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon, Rock Smasher. Oh, they look so cold. Fossils, huh? Do you really think you'll find some here? Ha, do you have any idea how incredible these ruins are? These are countless, there are countless fossils around here, just waiting to be unearthed, and I intend to do just that. Wow, yeah, evidence of an ancient civilization and fossils? Sounds like the kind of place legends are born from. Furthermore, new research has confirmed that the construction of these ruins coincided with a huge meteor shower. Hundreds of meteorites are said to have fallen from the sky and landed here. Yes, here. Truly, these ruins are the stuff of legends. Well, I hope you're able to find some fossils. Thank you. Oh, and before I forget, do you happen to know of any Pokemon that are capable of breaking this boulder? There's something behind it. I can feel it in my bones. It might even be a fossil. My Zigzagoon usually helps me with this sort of thing, but the little fellow's poor paws are frozen numb. We don't want to have trudged all the way out here for a fossil excavation just to be stopped by some nippy weather, you know? Yeah, I wish there was something we could do. Me too, but it's not like either of us can bust a big boulder like that. If we could just find a Pokemon strong enough to break rocks, well, hopefully it's something we can help with then. But for right now, we gotta keep going up the hills. There are a lot of breakable rocks around here, and whoa. Who are you? Leavani, Leaf Tailor. And has some kind of side quest. It's a Leavani. It looks kind of anxious. You think there's something wrong? Hey Leavani, did something bad happen? I see. It's worried because some Swadloons still haven't come home. Leavani's gone looking for them, a lot already, and can't find them anywhere. With how cold it is here, I can see why Leavani's worried. If we find Swadloon, let's tell them to come home. Good idea. Apparently there are 2 Swadloon missing. 2 of them, got it. Okay Leavani, leave the Swadloon to us. Nah, don't worry about it. We can look for them while we're conducting our other investigations. It wants us to deliver these clothes to the Swadloon when we find them because they're probably shivering in this cold. These are clothes for Swadloon? Yeah, Leavani can use their sticky silk to weave clothes out of leaves. Okay, got it, Leavani. We'll search for those Swadloon and deliver these clothes to them too. So you just sit tight and stop worrying. All right, so we'll help out with this one. Local concern accepted. Deliver the leaf clothes to Swadloon, or Swadloon. Leavani is worried about the Swadloon that went off the plane this cold weather. Deliver the leaf clothes that Leavani made for them. All right, we're on it. And up here, quite a lot of Pokemon hanging around, starting with this little Monferno, right? Monferno, Fiery Tail, Burning Spirit. Everybody's so cold. That's a Monferno. It probably lives around here. It doesn't look too happy. It doesn't like how cold it's gotten so suddenly. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? About you, Monferno.
Hey.
Can you create fire, Monferno? I think that would help you deal with the cold. Oh, it's so cold that it's hard to heat up your flame? It says it might leave this area if the cold continues much longer. I guess it prefers warm places. I hope the weather gets better soon. About the snow.
Hey,
Snowfall is pretty rare here, isn't it? This is the first time you've seen snow when it's not winter? When did this snow start? A few days ago, it says, right when the humans arrived. Clouds suddenly started to gather above the ruins, and then it started to snow. It's really strange that the snow is only falling around these ruins. Yeah, maybe we'll learn more if we pay them a visit. Sure. Okay, so what's going on with this tree? Some pink berries are growing here. Yeah, those are Nanab berries. Huh, maybe we can grab one? I don't know if we really have an inventory system in this game, but you want our attention. What's going on? Ursa Ring, exercise extreme caution. Will do. Oh, it's an Ursa Ring. You don't see those back in Ryme City very often. You sure don't look happy, Ursa Ring. Is something wrong? You came all this way from a faraway bamboo forest with your Ursa Ring friend to look for food, but now your friend has been missing for days? I can see why it's worried. Let's help Ursa Ring search for its friend. Yeah, we may be in the middle of an investigation, but don't worry about that other Ursa Ring. Do you have any information that might help our search? The last time you saw your friend, he was headed towards the ruins? Sounds like that other Ursa Ring may be inside then. Okay, we'll let you know if we find your friend. All right, so local concern accepted, find the missing Ursa Ring. Ursa Ring's friend went off in search of food and hasn't come back. Help find the other Ursa Ring. All right, I'm on it. So we'll back out of here, and which way should I go? It looks like there's more stuff over here to the left, but there was also a giant crater, whoa. But was there more on this side? Seems like it, hello. Oh, it's the Quizmaster again. Hi, we meet again, Detective. Remember me? Who are you again? Oh, come on, it's me, the quiz professor. Now, let's get started on today's Pokemon quiz. Answer with the correct Pokemon, and I'll give you some fun trivia about that Pokemon as a reward. She was at the park in Ryme City too. We're actually pretty busy right now. Okay, question number 1. What winged Pokemon has a round body and adorable eyes? The correct Pokemon can be found close by, so get out there and find it. She's not listening to us at all. Well, if we happen to come across the answer, I guess we can tell her. So, take the professor's Pokemon quiz. The quiz professor is quizzing you about Pokemon. Search a Pokemon that matches her hints. What winged Pokemon has round body and adorable eyes? I don't think we've found that one just yet. I don't think it's too canon even though they're super cute. Whoa, hey, we got Lotad, I think? Lotad, Leaf Bobber. They're so cute, they're just singing along. Those are Lotad, they're singing so cheerfully. Sorry to bother you when you're having so much fun, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? About you, Lotad.
Hey.
You 3 seem really happy. I take it you're not bothered by the cold? They said a little cold snap like this is no problem when they can sing. They want to hurry up and evolve because it's their dream to dance together. We should ask Ludicolo at the Hi Hat Cafe to join them then. That does sound fun. About this place.
Hey.
Have you 3 always lived here? So you love it here because it's warm and has plenty of food? It's a shame the weather's like this now. Apparently they're just fine, but they're worried about the other Pokemon around here. I hope the snow stops soon.
Tim, over here!
Oh, what's that?
Hey, Lotad. How does it feel to live your life floating on the water? Wow, what a way to live.
All right, so I guess floating in the water feels so nice, that's great. Well, there's another berry over here. Some blueberries are growing here. I think they're yak berries or yach, something like that. Not quite sure. Okay, I don't see too much. Oh wait, there is this. Some yellow berries are growing here. They must be pinap berries. So finding a couple of different berries here. Might have to keep that in mind. Maybe the quizmaster will ask us about it. And one more over here. Some red berries are growing here. Those look like kabound berries. Yeah, I don't see too much else to do, so I guess we'll go up here to what clearly is like the main part of the ruins where there seems to be an archaeologist. Phew, that was quite a hike. Hey Tim, there are a lot of Pokemon here that I've never seen in the city. Yeah, same here. But that Ursaring we just saw outside isn't native to this area. Maybe it came here looking for food. Say, where is Gordon anyway? Huh? It looks like someone's here. Oh, that's,
Oh, what are you doing here?
Chris Honor, Professor Gordon's assistant. Munchlax, curry enthusiast.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you during your work, Chris. My name is Rachel, and this is Tim. I'm a student of Professor Gordon's, and Tim here also attends Ryme University. Oh, you're students? What brought you all the way out here? There's something we wanted to ask Professor Gordon about. We were hoping to talk to him. The professor? Oh dear. He entered the ruins 2 days ago, and, well, as you can see, he hasn't come back yet. Huh? Whoa, what are you saying? Oh, the professor's always like this. He is absolutely obsessed with his research in the ruins. I'm pretty sure he's deep inside them right now with his partner Slowpoke. As much as I wish I could check on him, there's some kind of trick to opening the door to the ruins. You have to trip some sort of mechanism to open it, but I can't figure it out. He usually makes it back without issue. I'm sure he's fine. Hey, in case you haven't noticed, it's freezing. Can you really afford to be so carefree about this? I guess we have to figure out how to use this mechanism if we want to meet Gordon. Okay, Chris, we'll go look for Professor Gordon and his Slowpoke. You? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Don't worry, Tim and Pikachu are detectives, famous all over Ryme City. Oh, you're that Tim? The great detective? In that case, I'm a lot less worried. Okay, I'll leave the search for the professor and Slowpoke to you. Just don't push yourselves too hard. Right, first we'll investigate the entrance to the ruins. I won't be much help if I'm looking at the same things you are. I'll go look around the perimeter of the ruins. Thanks. Okay, let's start investigating that entrance. Okay, so now our goal is to investigate the entrance of the ruins.
Yes.
The professor has several assistants, but I heard that Chris is the most skilled. If even he can't figure out how to open the door to the ruins, it must be pretty difficult. I believe in you, Tim. Well, let's figure out the trick to opening that door so we can go see the professor. Thanks again, Tim. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. About you, Chris.
Excuse me?
What are you doing here, Chris? I'm helping with the professor's research. I set up camp, search around the outside of the ruins, stuff like that. It's not uncommon for me to lose contact with a professor like this. But if I stop working just because he's disappeared, I'll get in trouble with him later. Sounds pretty rough. Oh, I'm used to it by now. About all I can do at the moment is cook up some curry and wait for him. And there are so many berries growing around here, it's a great chance to try out different flavors. I'm not sure if the professor's too independent or if this guy's too easygoing. But either way, they seem to make a good pair. All right, well, nice meeting you. And the little Munchlax over here. This Munchlax appears to be Chris's partner. Ask you anything, huh? Don't mind if we do. About you, Munchlax.
Hey.
What are you doing here? He says he's helping Chris. What sort of help do you do? Your job is to eat a lot, so there are no leftovers at the end of the day? Sounds like he's just a glutton. About the professor's Slowpoke.
Hey,
What's Gordon's partner Slowpoke like? It says Slowpoke's always with the big man. It must mean Professor Gordon. Slowpoke is really nice, and he sometimes lets you eat his tail, and his tail is sweet and delicious. Seems like Slowpoke is pretty generous. That is very weird, but okay, good to know. We've got some more berries over here. There's some blueberries here, Koba berries. Gotcha. Can't get over here, but it seems like there's a lot of spots that are blocked up by rocks that I'm pretty sure we can break later. Oh, you look so cold. Poor thing. Swaddloon. Find safety in swaddling. So we have some clothes for you. It's a Swaddloon. Looks like it didn't go home because it's too cold to move. Let's give it the clothes we got from Levani. I really hope this helps. It looks a lot happier now. Now you can get back to Levani, right? It seems really worried about you. You should hurry on home, okay? All right, well, there we go. And looking around, what else can we do? Oh, hey, this is I forget. Eldegoss has thick cotton fluff. That sure is a fluffy Pokemon. Guess it doesn't have too much to say, but I'm guessing it'll be a part of the quiz. Anyways, is there anything to do with the actual thing we can investigate? Okay, let's take a good close look and figure out what sort of mechanism we're working with. Careful not to miss any details. Yeah, I know. Let's see, where should we look first? Well, the first thing I see, of course, is the door itself. It looks like somebody's holding up a Clefairy, maybe?
Huh?
There's some sort of picture on the door. Yeah, must be some kind of relief. Relief on the door. It looks like a person holding up a Pokemon. Yeah, it does. Do you think it's a clue about the mechanism? I would think so. And on the left here, I see footmarks on the tree for some reason. They're faint, but I see some footprints on this tree. Judging by the shape, I'd say these are human. Not sure if they're Gordon's though. Someone must have climbed this tree, but why would they do that? Maybe there's something farther up the tree? Not from what I can tell, but there is a little mural on this one about somebody shaking hands with the Pokemon, and then over here, sort of the same thing, but reversed. And it looks like maybe something we can stand on here, a button. This tile right here has a design carved into it. The design on the ground. What do you suppose this design means? I have no idea. I'm not an archaeologist. Fair enough. It might have meant something to Gordon though. I wonder.
Okay.
I think we've checked everything that stands out. Yeah, we just gave this place a quick glance, but I think we've got plenty to work with now. Well, let's see if I can examine Pikachu too.
Investigating ancient ruins feels like a real adventure, doesn't it?
All right, it definitely does. I've been enjoying our adventure so far. Wait a minute, what is up here? Snow is piled up above the door. Looks like quite a lot has fallen. We did hear that it's been snowing for several days straight. I hope we figure out what caused that.
Okay.
I think that's just about everything. Yeah, I think we've seen enough here. So I think that's the game telling me that we're good to go, but I just wanna make extra sure. It seems like it. Pretty thorough investigation. Well, we looked all around the door, but we still don't know how to open it. It looks like Chris was right. It won't open unless we activate some sort of mechanism. So, how can we open the door? A puzzle must be solved to activate the mechanism that opens the door to the ruins. Is it possible to solve the puzzle though? What's the mechanism to get this door open? Even after investigating the area, we still can't figure that out. Makes sense, we're not archaeology experts after all. I think we should use our own methods to solve this. What do you mean? Our detective skills. You know, conducting investigations, interviewing witnesses, all that jazz. Chris might know more about the ruins. And maybe someone saw Gordon open the door. But who? Oh, you mean the Pokemon who live here? Exactly. Let's go interview witnesses and see if we can round up clues. Will do. So we'll back out of this for now and see what we can do. I mean, first off, trying to stand on the tile doesn't seem like it does much, but maybe if we were to do that while holding Pikachu above our heads, is that the idea? We'll talk to Chris for the time being. Is there something you wanted to ask? About Professor Gordon.
Excuse me?
Can you tell us what the professor was up to before he disappeared? Sure. Before he entered the ruins, he spent a lot of time wandering around near the entrance. Shortly after he went inside, I heard a rumbling, grinding sound. And then I looked over, the door to the ruins had closed. Do you have any idea what happened? Not really. I was busy making curry at the time, so I didn't actually see when the door closed shut. Gotcha. Thanks for your help. And then what about Munchlax? About Professor Gordon.
Hey,
Do you know what Gordon was doing when he entered the ruins? He was eating something while he investigated the ruins? Huh, interesting. Wonder what he was eating. He must have been in quite a hurry if he was snacking and researching at the same time. What did Gordon do after that? He was moving around strangely near the entrance, and he was acting so weird a Pokemon up in a tree started laughing at him. So it wasn't just Munchlax and Chris that were watching the professor. That Pokemon saw him too. What happened after that? The next thing he knew, Gordon was gone. Let's ask him more about that other Pokemon. About the Pokemon in the tree.
hey,
Right, Munchlax, you said there was a Pokemon watching Gordon from up in a tree. What kind of Pokemon was it? You don't know because you'd never seen that kind of Pokemon before, huh? Where did it go? He says it disappeared down that path to the left. It's always better to hear what each Pokemon has to say. Let's make sure we've talked to them all. All right, well, thank you, Munchlax.
over here!
Well, what's up?
Hey, Munchlax. Is it true that you eat your own weight in food every day? It must be hard on Chris.
Oh my gosh.
Tim!
I guess so.
Tim!
Pikachu wants more attention.
A bolt of... Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. I thought I was gonna have a bolt of brilliance. Guess it was just a false alarm. Sorry.
That's okay. Interesting, but I guess we might have some more information here being added. Definitely seems like it, but not enough to come to a conclusion just yet. But I think we got enough information to keep moving forward. I do wanna look at this tree if it lets me. Not really. Okay, so were there any other Pokemon around here I can chat with? I mean, Eldegoss was over here, but it looks like nothing new for them to say, but down this way we haven't been. Whoa, there's another berry. What do you suppose grows on this tree?
Let me see. Whoa!
Whoa! Passimian, premier pitcher. Yeah, we saw a few of these before. Whoa, a Passimian was in this tree? We woke you up from your nap? Sorry about that. It's been noisy around here lately because of all the strange visitors. Is it talking about the professor and Chris? Maybe, let's ask for more details. About you, Passimian.
Hey,
Do you live here, Passimian? Apparently, Passimian and Stroop have lived here a long time. It says they've never had to worry about food because so many berries grow around here. So this is a pretty easy place to live, I guess. About the ruins. It says it's been seeing humans around here recently. Recently? Were there no humans here before? Humans used to live here a long time ago, but now they're a rare sight. And it only knew that humans used to live here because that's what its grandfather told it. If humans once lived here, it must have been a really long time ago. About Professor Gordon.
Hey,
Did you see a human around here with a slowpoke? You saw a human doing something in front of the ruins while you were up in the tree? What was he doing, the human? He was trying to lift Slowpoke in front of the door, but Slowpoke was too heavy to lift, so the human started climbing up the tree instead. Interesting. Passimian also says it was laughing its head off watching them. The professor climbed the tree? What in the world was he up to? I'm really curious about what Passimian told us. You mean about Gordon climbing a tree before he entered the ruins? He must have had a reason. Passimian also said the professor tried to lift up a Slowpoke, right? And remember, the relief on the door also depicted someone holding up a Pokemon. Do you think there's something on top of the door? It sure sounds possible. Let's look up there. Well, maybe we couldn't see
All
it
right.
because...
Just a little climb, no problem. Oh, finally made it.
What do you
Anything
see?
up there?
Let me catch my breath first. That's no way to treat a Pokemon.
Oh?
This tile has the same design as the one down there.
Huh. What did you see on top of the door? There was a tile with the same design as the one on the ground by the floor. The same design? Let's think back over what we know. Gordon climbed the tree before entering the ruins. Yeah, it must have been to open the door. Right, so there's gotta be some sort of key or switch to open it. Have we seen anything that fits that description? Let's see, something like a key or a switch. The tile with the unique design, the door or Munchlax. I'm pretty sure the tile with the unique design. It's gotta be that tile with the unique design. I could see that being a switch to open the door. Right, I think that's pretty likely. Okay, I'll try stepping on it. Ah, I felt something. It sank down a bit when I pressed on it. It's definitely a switch then, but the door still didn't budge. There must be some other way to open it. Try to deduce now. How, Tim? All right, well, I definitely think it's something we can do, but I do want to see what
Hey.
Pikachu says.
So, what do you think of Rachel anyway? Come on, spill it.
Oh my gosh. Pikachu is always going on about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start deducing. We have a lot of information here, so let's read through our clues and stuff and see what we can get to. So first off, relief on the door. A relief on the door to the ruins. It depicts a human holding a Pokemon up high. The design on the ground. A tile in front of the door has a mysterious design on it. He climbed the tree. The professor climbed the tree near the door. He was eating something. Professor Gordon was eating something while he investigated the ruins. All right, begin deducing. How can we open the door? Did you figure out how to open the door? Press both switches. The two tiles may be switches that control the door. If both tiles are pressed, the door may open. Or press down on the switch with greater force. Professor Gordon may have been eating something to build up enough muscle to press down on the switch with greater force. I'm pretty sure it's the first one here. You're supposed to hold up the Pokemon so that they can see the switch and hop onto it. But I think that Slowpoke was too heavy to do that, so he just went up and pressed the switch himself.
Oh,
There are two switches with the same design, one above the door and one below the door. Maybe the door will open if we press them both. So you think Gordon climbed the tree to press the switch above the door? Yeah, and he had Slowpoke press the one below. Then maybe all we gotta do is press both switches at once. Let's try it out. All right, let's give it a try. Press both switches. Properly deduced. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, let's press both switches at once. You can press the one down here, Tim, and I'll get the one up top. Thanks, Pikachu. I know I volunteered, but climbing trees is actually pretty tough. Or maybe we can give you a boost.
Gotta climb up again.
Okay, Pikachu, you press that one.
Yep, leave it to me.
There's one. Uh-oh. There we go, there's two.
Yes!
All right, we've opened the door. I was worried Pikachu wasn't heavy enough, but we're fine. All right, now we can get inside. Let's go find the professor. All right, we definitely will. We'll also talk to Rachel. Now all we have to do is find the professor. He's apparently been in there for 2 days already. I sure hope he's okay. Me too. And we'll talk to Chris. Oh, Tim, I see you've opened the door to the ruins. We're hoping to find both the professor and Slowpoke. Thanks, I really appreciate that. I'll stay out here and tend to the curry. Is there something you wanted to ask? Not really, okay, so I think we're good to go. Let's run back over here and enter the ruins. So the farther we get into these ruins, the more the mysteries seem to pop up. There's tons of Pokemon and people to meet around here, so I'm sure we'll figure out more of it in the next episode of Detective Pikachu Returns. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time, bye-bye.